Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, there's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, Russell. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
24-yard.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down.
Across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. First and 10 at the 19. Now a give right side. It's Burgess, and he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On second down, it's Burgess, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. So they've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try to...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
From a yard out. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. Well, what made that toss out to the right so successful? Because it looked pretty easy.
A belief in the play, an absolute execution by all of them.
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They have 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into... Now Burrow loses the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Finding some room in midfield. That's complete to John Ross. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll run on first down. It's Burnett, and give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
The tackle made.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And all the way inside the 15 before they... drop it.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Burrow. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. This just a 24-yard attempt. Rosas' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Russell. And he'll find Hall. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Looking to throw. Russell firing quickly here, and that's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
The only things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 9 from the 44. From the gun, Russell. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burgess. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
It's 2nd and inches at the 3-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Bengals 3.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Bengals 3.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Burnett, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. David Njoku. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
The score, Steelers 14, Bengals 10. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Burgess. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. 10 more there and another first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The ball carried by number.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Operating from the gun. Russell eluding the pressure right. That is incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. From the gun, Russell, and he's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Bengals 10.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
It's a gain of 7.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
First and 10 at the...
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And Burrow going to throw again. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Bengals 17.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The Bengals drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Now Burrow on first down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll run on first down. It's Burnett, and he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. David Njoku, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
The defense is going to have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the first half of the season.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Back to throw. Russell. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Russell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burgess. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Burnett, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Option play, Burrow holding on to it. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. This will be caught at about the 5. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on 3rd and long. Russell. And this is going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 25. Incomplete. 3 plays.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. On 1st down, it's Burnett, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
At the 27-yard line.
First down. Here's Burrow. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
That's complete. Right around the 8. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
Number 35.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the
early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On second down, Burrow. This will be caught at about the 5. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
A 21-yard attempt.
Rosa's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a
good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, Russell, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's going to air one out. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Operating from the gun, Russell. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Russell over the middle, complete. That's Burgess. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. There's that man again. It's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And a Steeler first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Russell. That one complete to Hill. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First down, Steelers.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
2nd and 3 at the Bengals' 18-yard line.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Russell. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man open. It's Ross. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Burnett. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
Tonight's final.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Cincinnati, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.